Today, we are beginning to learn more details about the life and death of 3-year-old Emiliano Terry. Today, his 20-year-old mother faced a judge after being charged with killing her son. Good evening, I'm Lee Jordan. Camilia Terry kept her head down and only answered one question during her first hearing in a Cleveland courtroom. But lawyers on both sides of the case did speak in court and began to paint a picture of Camilia's life and Emiliano's death. News Channel 5's Paul Kiska was in court this morning and Paul, you kept your eye on the defendant while they discussed the boy's fatal injuries. What was her body language like?
Lee, she walked into the courtroom around 9 o'clock this morning here at the Justice Center. Her hands were handcuffed out in front of her. She had two defense attorneys at her side. They said they were not appointed public defenders, that they were actually on retainer. At 4 feet 11 inches tall, 130 pounds, she could barely see over the judge's bench. She kept her head down the entire time. Only one glimpse up at the judge. And here's that video. Judge Pinky Carr here in municipal court setting bond today at $2 million. Now, the assistant prosecutor said that Emiliano had fractures to his skull, fractures to his ribs, that he also had blunt force trauma to his head and a lacerated liver. Murphy said Emiliano's body was found in a duffel bag Monday. Now, Terry's attorney said the whole story has not come out.
Obviously, whenever a child in our community dies, it's a tragedy. Our client is grieving right now. She's devastated by the loss. And I would just ask the community not to rush to judgment, to let the legal process take its toll, and the truth will come out in time.
Now, also in court today, the assistant county prosecutor Brian Murphy said that the medical examiner actually put the time of death for Emiliano at 5 to 7 days before his body was found on Monday. That means the time of death could have been the Monday to Wednesday before Thanksgiving. A grand jury is going to review this case, and more charges are expected to be filed. Live from the Justice Center tonight, Paul Kiska, News Channel 5.
And Paul, you also had a chance to talk with one of Camilia Terry's family members while you were there.
Yeah, her grandfather, Lonnie Terry, spoke at length after court proceedings today. He said he hasn't seen his granddaughter, Camilia, in a few years. She was living in Mississippi, but in his opinion, she wasn't capable of something like this, that she loved her 5-year-old son greatly, he knew, and that he claims it had to be an accident, but prosecutors painting a much different and more violent picture.
Right. Okay, all right, Paul Kiska, thank you.